Mike Tyson just got dropped by a left hook in new leaked sparring footage. This comes after a recent video clip which showcases Tyson landing an impressive blow that sent his sparring partner through the ropes.
Nice left hook. Up.
It was good for today.
Yeah.
I truly believe.
You sure?
Yeah, me
yes.
too.
Sure? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. You sure?
Yes.
It's all right.
Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done.
We're gonna do.
You sure? Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me. I got a lot in me.
It's work, boy.
Tyson has shared insights into his technique, emphasizing the agility and quick reflexes required for his iconic knockouts. He explained how for a clean knockout punch, it's not only about strength, but also about speed, and timing. His strategy remains a blend of power and precision elements. He plans to bring into the fight against Paul former heavyweight champion Shannon Briggs has consistently praised Tyson, particularly his ability to execute offensive moves on both sides, making him unpredictable. According to Briggs, Tyson's training approach and deep understanding of the sport position him as a formidable opponent, despite the age difference.
There's got to be one thing that really separates him from the pack as boxers, not from fans.
I mean, just speed
Yeah.
for us. If somebody's so fast that when you go to punch and they beat you to the punch, or it's dangerous. And he was just ferocious. I think a lot of times too, the fear factor of going into a fight with a guy like that, nobody has seen a guy like that to that point. Here he not really fighting left-handed. He going both ways. You know what I'm saying? He was squaring up. He was doing things that you really it's hard to train for. So he was just so dangerous.
That's why I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you with speed.
Nice left hook. Up.
It was good for today.
Yeah.
I truly believe.
You sure?
Yeah, me
Yes.
too.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done.
We're gonna do.
You sure? Yes. Trust me. I got a lot in me. It's work, boy.
Tyson recently called Jake Paul fat in a light-hearted jab, but Paul countered, stating he's not overweight, but in fact has bulked up as a heavyweight. Paul's defense is part of his confidence building ahead of the fight, adding a psychological layer to the pre-fight banter.
In prime, he's fat.
I'm not fat.
He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky.
It's heavyweight.
He's fat.
You, Mike.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat.
Jake Paul raised the stakes by offering Tyson a $5 million bet on the fight's outcome. Paul's gesture is a blend of confidence and an attempt to challenge Tyson's competitive spirit. This bet is part of Paul's broader strategy to provoke Tyson, aiming to get the veteran boxer invested emotionally. As well, how does Jake Paul's $5 million bet with Tyson raise the stakes for this match? Would you make a similar wager?
I have no standing. I don't gotta pay Mike. I don't gotta go get the tattoo. I don't have to film it. I don't have to talk to you guys about it. And I'm feeling something. I'm just wondering if you guys are. I mean, this is very effective. Hey, they're gonna forget about what you do. They're gonna forget about what you say. They're not gonna forget how you made them feel. This was a very effective thing for me. Jake Paul has $5 million that says the most ferocious boxer of all time cannot stay with him for 8 minutes. Nate Diaz stayed with him, and those were 3-minute rounds, weren't they? They did all 8 of them, 24 minutes. Tyson Fury's little brother, Will, he went with him, even found a way to win. I believe that was 8 rounds. I could be wrong, though, and it was 10.
I have no standing. I don't got to pay Mick. I don't got to go get the tattoo. I don't have to film it. I don't have to talk to you guys about it. And it's got I feeling something. I'm just wondering if you guys are. I mean, this is very effective. Hey, they're going to forget about what you do. They're going to forget about what you say. They're not going to forget how you made them feel. This was a very effective thing for me. Jake Paul has $5 million that says the most ferocious boxer of all time cannot stay with him for 8 minutes. Nate Diaz stayed with him, and those were 3-minute rounds, weren't they? They did all 8 of them, 24 minutes. Tyson Fury's little brother, well, he went with him, even found a way to win. I believe that was 8 rounds. I could be wrong, though, when it was...
Knowledge. Knowledge is knowing. Wisdom is doing.
Yeah.
You know it, but I
Well,
didn't know
like,
it.
here's what I say. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Now, I tell people,
Today is a gift.
listen to me.
The present.
You can have kids. They can love you, but they can fuck up. But if they respect you, they don't f*** up. Respect is everything. I don't want people to love me, respect me. And I say people get jealous of you. Yeah, the strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13. I think this impressed the shit out of me. Nothing impresses me. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't lie. I was worried about him traveling here, traveling there, he's not getting, I can sleep now at night. This is great.
My mother died when I was 16, man. I wonder if she came back to life, would she know who I am?
And what's that?
My mother died at 16. If she came back to life, I wonder if she recognized me.
Yeah, she would. She would.
Gene Kilroy, a longtime friend of Tyson, remarked that the boxer's present-day version is impressive beyond expectation. Kilroy observed that Tyson's recent commitment to training and conditioning for the fight is astonishing for his age, suggesting that he may still surprise his younger opponent. Do you believe G. Kilroy's claims about Tyson's impressive form, or does age make too big of a difference?
I'm sorry?
I don't believe Jake is taking this serious.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, I just don't think so. I think he believes he's the young guy. I'm the quasi-retirement child or whatever they may think I am, and he thinks this is going to be an easy touch.
What led you to take this challenge on? Why are you doing it?
Because I can, and I'm going to be successful doing it, and it's easy.
Well, I'm watching you train. It doesn't look easy. It doesn't look easy. It looks like you're putting yourself through hell.
Training's hell, but the fights are always easier than.
Tyson hinted that Paul might be underestimating the fight due to their age difference. Tyson noted that Paul's confidence in his youth could lead him to underestimate the intensity Tyson still brings to his training sessions, a mistake that could backfire if Paul isn't as prepared.
Next what I look into the ring, and Mike's pacing the ring and his shirt off. His body, his physique was incredible. His biceps, his chest, his neck, incredible. I hadn't seen him stripped to the waist. Yeah. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, that's not the same 17-year-old boy I met yesterday. That's not the same 17-year-old boy I ran with this morning. That's not the same 17-year-old boy I sat next to on the minibus getting here. Yeah. Then Cuss pointed to one of the big men to get in. He was knocked spark out. I tell people, I say it all the time, I ruined a good pair of underpants at that moment in time. I shit myself. There's no way a 17-year-old should have that power. He knocked a couple more out. I got in, I got battered for 3 minutes, got out. A couple more, got in. Then I was back in again. I'd done 6 minutes with him that day. But the madness in me, George, because I do believe fighters have to have a little bit of madness in them. I took some serious punishment off that man over 2 years. He made me cry so many times. But psychologically, I believed if I could take Mike Tyson's punishment, I could take anybody's punishment. Because he was such a power puncher. He used to speak to my mum on the phone regular, oh, Mrs. Egan, chatting away, and she'd say to him, oh, Mike, thank you so much for looking after my son. But he was minding me as well. Yeah. Even though he was battering me, he was minding me. I remember one time when Sugar Ray Leonard came to the gym. He came to the gym on 2 occasions while I was there. And Mike wanted to impress Ray Leonard because he was in awe of Sugar Ray Leonard, like a lot of fighters are. Yeah. And Mike savagely beat his sparring partners.